match the death of cold in that dress. What's she like? Anyway, next tonight, if you could buy a famous house, one that had seen lots of action in a television drama, whose house would you choose?
I know.
Tony Morris's?
Yeah, whatever.
I wonder what that looks like. Anyway, we're after your texts and emails on that tonight, not Tony's house, on famous houses. We're talking about it because one person has just snapped up all 13 properties that starred in the show Brookside.
I was a huge fan of Brookside, but maybe it's a sign of the times that the average price of each house was only £56,000. But who would really want to live in a house with memories of Trevor Jordache buried under the patio? Ugh. Sarah Elliott reports.
So if you could have bought a house on Brookside Close, which one would you have gone for? Casa Revron, perhaps. Life would never have been dull living next door to Barry Grant. Or maybe you would have gone for the property with a newly relayed patio. Well, all 13 of these properties have gone up for sale, and today all 13 of them were snapped up.
43 to 67 odd. Brookside, West Derby, Liverpool.
Brookside Close went up for auction in London this morning. The buyer, well, they want to remain anonymous, but they are from Liverpool with £735,000 to spare.
Sold at 735.
The houses themselves are in a sort of shell condition. A lot of them are intercommunicating, so that they aren't immediately habitable. So anybody who buys these properties will, if they want to let them or to sell them, will have to basically finish off the job.
When I walked on the set, I did feel a bit sagged. It's a little bit overgrown and nobody's been looking after it, obviously.
Alex Fletcher played Jacqui Dixon for 13 years before the soap came to an end in 2003. Like many of her colleagues, she hopes the new buyer will do something positive with the properties.
What do you want?
Dad, have you seen Harry?
Jacqueline, what's wrong?
It's Harry. Robbie's taken him.
There was a little rumour, that Dean Sullivan, who played Jimmy Corkill, was interested in buying it, and that would have been great, actually. He'd have had us all back, I know he would have. But it was something that Liverpool was proud of, and that was the only shame when the show finished, really.
What would you like them to see do with it? Do you think it might be possible to renovate the houses and maybe
get the show back?
Real people? Well, maybe get the show back.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't know, I think it must be quite strange to think that you might be living where Trevor Jordache is buried under the patio. Yeah. That might be the first one to sell.
The buyer has yet to disclose what he or she plans to do with the houses, but if they are renovated for private use, let's hope the residents are friendly, but their lives a little less eventful.
It's a hand!
Sarah Elliott, Granada Reports, Liverpool.
Great pleasure.